John C Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL, Inspirations for Your Life. I'm very happy, first of all, to let all of you know that we have reached another milestone. We crossed the one that we were looking for last, which was 50,000. We're at 52,000. Our next milestone, ladies and gentlemen, will be reaching 100,000 downloads by the end of Q1 2024. That's by the end of March or sooner. All right. So thank you so much for being here. Whether you're here, ladies and gentlemen, at 10 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock in the morning, 12 noon, 12 midnight, 1 a.m., 1 p.m., I'm so grateful that you've chosen to be here because we have an amazing show for you. I'll get started with that in just a second. We start a Saturday. We know we roll all the way through the week and we finish up on a Friday. If you're new here, well, then take your smartphone, scan that QR code, and they'll get you over to my link tree with lots of great information to improve the quality of your life, articles, videos, and reels, and so much more. So definitely check that out. Or just go to believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. All right, guys. So we're talking about a very interesting topic, and that topic is embark on a gratitude journey. We're on series 2, means we're in the second year. We are show 47, episode number 5. Yay! All right. So Thanksgiving is just about here in a few hours. So we've been talking about the whole guide about how to embrace more with your family. How to have a loving, gratitude-filled Thanksgiving Day. That's what this is all about. So the first thing I want to talk about is this, and that is easy does it in the dessert portions. Now, I know a lot of you want dessert, and you love dessert, and you feel that this is Thanksgiving and that you just got to stuff your face with everything. No, you don't. Have a little piece of every cake. Just take a tiny sliver. In fact, if there's 6 pieces of pie, then have enough of a sliver of each to equal 1 piece of pie. I know that sounds crazy, but I'd rather have 7 pieces of slivers than just have 1 piece of pie or have too much. And the goal is that when you push away from the table, you're like, oh my gosh, like what did I eat, right? So you can, with a little bit of discipline, you can actually go easy on the desserts and also your portions. So I talked about using your hand and using the inside of your palm as a indicator of how much food you should get. So if it was chicken or whatever it is, that your sides, it all should be relative to the inside of your palm. That's how much should go on your plate for that particular portion of the meal. So remember, portions is something we have to make a choice. I know it's not easy. We have 2 things we can live with. One is called long-term gratification and one is short-term gratification. If we do short-term gratification, we might be very happy for the moment because we've had this great big chocolate cake, right? But then we pull away, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I ate that. Oh, I'm just like sick. So if we do long-term gratification, then we realize that it's not about the instant gratification pleasure right now of having the chocolate, but it's about the fact of living a healthy life and being able to pull away from that table and enjoy the longer gratitude, which is the fact that we have a better life and that we have clothes that fit us and we have a flat stomach. And that's really pretty cool. So another thing that you can do on Thanksgiving Day is to, craft time by making gratitude bracelets. So the way you can do this is, you can get different types of things, whether it be lanyards, whether it be string, and you can literally find these little either little things that have the gratitude marks on them. You can find them at different stores, craft stores, or you can make your own and you can put that around and, you can wear a gratitude bracelet. I think having a gratitude bracelet, puts us in a state of mind. It actually causes our body to vibrate in a certain way because we're grateful. And I've said this before, when we are grateful for things in our life, regardless of how small or big, more things in our life will show up that we can become grateful for. So that's one thing I want to share with you guys is to, make some time with the family and do some crafts. Now you might be saying, hey, John, what are, some other crafts for Thanksgiving? Well, there's lots that you could do. I mean, it really just depends on what you want. There's some great things like, you could make a Tom the Turkey. You could get plaster Paris, and you can have your kid's hand or your family's hand. You could put it in that print, and then you could make it like a turkey. You could paint it. So there's lots of things you do. You could make a popsicle stick. That's like a turkey, right? There's some other ideas I have for you to make, Thanksgiving easy. You could make a Thanksgiving mask, and you could have a Thanksgiving contest with that. Sunflower seed and acorn top pop of a pumpkin is very easy. You could do a braided rope wreath, which is not too hard. Wreath of plenty pumpkins, that's easy to do. You can create a different type of paper snack cone. And kids love to use scissors, so this is a craft that they'll really love. You have them cut a 7-inch long cone shapes from theme holiday paper. And if you have decorative scissors, well, that's even a bonus. And use them to give the open end a little flair. And you tape it closed, tie a small placard around the middle, and fill it with crackers. See, that's a really cool idea, and it's something that your family's going to be talking about for years to come. How about feather pumpkins? Yeah, you could put feathers on pumpkins. That is a thing. You can do something called felt leaf wreath, a felt leaf wreath. Couldn't talk there for a second. You could do a bead and wheat wreath. That's another thing you could do. You could do time in a bottle. This one's really cool. So you get like these bottles, whether it's gin or other things that there was a cork on. Let's see, so probably things have a cork on it. You can have your family put all these memories in these bottles and create glassware versions of a gallery wall by arranging a group of bottles on a mantle or side table. And you could say, gee, we made this together. And that's something you could talk about. You can build face cards. Kids love to do this. You can make little face cards, and then you can make those as the table setting, and you could actually have it stick up in a spool of thread on the top. You could do that. You could do a tiered centerpiece with different gourds and metals. So it doesn't have to be crazy. You can actually do storied stirrers. So you can have the stirrers for the drinks, and you can take people's pictures, and you can put them on tiny little, I don't know, like 2x2s, and you just tape those to the stirrers. And that's a great way. And it's a great conversation piece. Maybe your relative was in the military or something, and that's a great, conversation starter. A mirror buffet menu. Maybe have older kids write the menu for the day with a water-based paint pen on new or vintage mirrors. And after the big day, simply wash it off with soapy water, and you could do it again for another holiday. So I think that's a really cool thing. A turkey cross stitch. That's a little hard. I've never done that, but that's something you could definitely do. You could do looming, where that's not as hard. You could make a turkey actually pot holder with weave and loom. It's like that's a lot of fun thing to do. You could do a leaf and pine cone napkin ring. That's something fun. You could just put lace on pumpkins. You can do spoon placards. So you could take like wooden spoons, and you could write people's names on them as the let's say as the place setting. You could do felt pie sliced garland. That's a real cool thing to do. You could do a thankful pie. I love this. So what you do is you take let's say a paper plate, and what you do is you divide that plate into like equal, let's say, thirds, and you write different things on them like family, etc. And then you have this wheel, and you leave a little bit cut out, and then you stick that together with like you can use like a paper adhesive kind of thing, where you just put the one end in and kind of like a fastener on the other end, and there you go. You've got a nice spinner. I'm thankful for, and you could spin it, and that's a great fun way. It's a great thing to talk about, but you're grateful, and you could feel it. Candy corn bunting. It's not only does this candy corn bunting make a great holiday craft for you and the kids, but it's also a perfect party decor accent. So you can start with white paper plates, then paint a yellow acrylic border on the outer edge, followed by orange. Once the paint dries, cut it into triangles, punch holes, and thread with twine. You can do a felt leaf placement that could be put around the table. That's just kind of nice. Painted rocks and leaves. You could go find a rock in around your home by the river or lake or whatever, and you could actually paint that rock and you could make that your gratitude rock. So that's a really cool thing to do. You can actually use that to be place setters for people. So when they're at the table, you could make different rocks and have people's names kind of written in. You could do that. That's a real cool thing. You could do a yarn pumpkin craft. So kids love this. You make this craft. It involves getting a little messy, so I'm sure you won't mind. And playing with balloons. And basically, what you do is you just basically take the balloons, and you can kind of like put around. You take the string and you go around the balloon, and it's a really cool thing to do, and it's something you could talk about. You could do a mason jar turkey. You take the mason jar that you have, and you could dress it up like a turkey. You could do a pine cone turkey. You could do a do-it-yourself leaf catcher. That's always pretty cool. You could do a pom-pom turkey craft if you have any ladies that are girls in the family that do pom-poms, and they could maybe do a pom-pom cheer for Thanksgiving, maybe before or after the meal. And Thanksgiving turkey place card holders. You can make them out of all different kinds of things. Cupcake liner turkeys are really cool. You can take the liners from cupcakes and you can make it into a little, basically a turkey liner. So you take the different colors, whatever colors you have, and then you put a little edge on it with a little triangle, and that's kind of like your turkey, and you just made a little turkey thing. You can do it yourself crayon turkeys, where you take a turkey, a round thing, you dress it like a turkey, and you put crayons in, and it's kind of like the feathers. That's pretty cool. You could do a pony bead flint corn. You could take that and just stick the little beads on it and tie it. You could also call that a friendship bracelet if you want. You could mini roast turkey piñatas. That's a fun thing to do. Basically, you decorate the piñata, and after the feast, you can let everyone have at it while the room fills with candy. So that's a real fun thing to do. You could do owl puppets. You could do a full bookmark that you could make. You could do corn husk painting, which basically you take the corn husks from the corn, and you can dip them, and you can just kind of do different kinds of paints and stains on them. You can create a wall blessing. I love this. So way before Christmas, there was an excuse to whip out the Advent calendar, right? So you got clothespins, you can have fall leaves, and then notes of gratitude. Makes it really easy. So what you do is you take these leaves and you kind of number them, and then on the back, you actually write down the wall blessing, which you're blessed for. Kind of like a gratitude wall, but a little bit different, similar to an Advent type wreath, but a little bit different twist. You can make a turkey crown. That's really cool. Turkey balloons. You could do a gratitude bracelet making like we talked about before, and you can get really into that. That's a lot of fun. Turkey finger puppets, and you can have the little ones do a turkey show. You can even do, let's say you want to do puppets, and you could build a little turkey theater. You could make a scarecrow mason jar. You could do a pumpkin Thanksgiving turkey. Little decorations around the house. You can take Thanksgiving turkey paper plates and turn them into a wreath. You just cut out the center, and you take construction paper, and you can make the little, fins from the turkey. You can do an egg carton Thanksgiving turkey. You just take the carton, and you take the top and the bottom, and you make the little fins from, let's say, feathers, and you can put little eyes and felt, and you made yourself a turkey out of the top and bottom of just, you basically just need one of the top and the bottom. So you cut them out of the egg carton, and you can make several turkeys. You can do a Thanksgiving turkey windsock. I think that's a really cool idea. You can do Nutter Butter Thanksgiving turkey cookies. That's a real cool one. Paper leaf Thanksgiving table runner. You do a colorful pumpkin turkey. You could do Thanksgiving turkey cookies that you give away to your teachers. And you can basically put on it something like, I'm thankful you're my teacher, and you can do that in leaves. Or I'm thankful you're my parents, whatever you want to do. Like, make it creative, and they'll have fun with it. Thanksgiving turkey headbands, for those of you that like that stuff. You can also make a Thanksgiving turkey mason jar. That's another thing you can do. You can make a grateful Thanksgiving tree. I love this idea. So you just take some twigs, and you can take some balls or beans, or what have you, and you stick the little, let's say, twigs in there. And then on a string, you have like a little, let's say, a piece of paper or a piece of wood, and you tie it, punch a hole with it, and then you hang it, and that's your grateful Thanksgiving tree. Remember, I talked about gratitude is not just about saying things, but it's actually about, getting the heart involved. That's really, really important. All right, let's talk about something else, and that is help before you're asked. Now, on Thanksgiving Day, there's lots of things going on. Maybe help is needed in the kitchen. Maybe help is needed at the grill. Maybe help is needed doing something else, like whatever needed to be done. And you can say, oh, gee, I'll help. And so when you put that initiative out there to help before somebody else asks for your help, see, that's a really cool thing. And on Thanksgiving, we want to have our hearts filled with love and joy and feel gratitude for everything. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, when you get up tomorrow, okay, which is not too long from now, I want you to feel grateful for things in your life. It could be your parents, your friends, the roof over your head, cap on your head, your teachers, friends. It might be that you're great at a video game. It might be that you're great at sports. Whatever it is, be grateful for that, because more things in your life will show up that you can actually be grateful for. See, when we get in alignment with the vibration, these things just attract to us like very powerful magnets. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to take this opportunity before I say goodbye tonight to wish you and your family a very happy, healthy, wonderful, and blessed Thanksgiving. Now, regardless of your religion, I do encourage you all, as I said before, to, before you actually have your dinner, to give thanks, whether that's to our Creator, whether it's to God, Lord, universe, whoever it is. Give thanks. And it can be something as simple as this. If you're not religious, it can be something like this. I am so happy and grateful today that I'm here with my wonderful family, and this amazing looking food that I know we're all going to enjoy. I also want to thank all the many hands from people in our family that have helped put all this food on our table. I also want to thank, my father and all the people that have helped pay for this meal tonight, to allow us to be here and be grateful, because it is so amazing to be here on Thanksgiving and to be able to celebrate and to have great food and to know that we are truly blessed. And when we're blessed, we feel grateful. We get gratitude. Okay. Now, it just takes a minute or two. It doesn't take very long. Start creating some traditions. Like I was mentioning to you, when you create these traditions, they're going to be great conversation starters. Maybe you have grandma and grandpa coming over, and you're going to do, let's say, cheese and crackers, but they like their mixed drink. Well, you could make coasters, and then when you give them the coaster, oh, what's this? Oh, I made this. These are coasters I made for my parents. Well, what is that? Oh, well, that's a turkey. That's me, and that's mommy, that's daddy, and that's you, and that's grandma, and we're all going for a walk. And you're like, oh, what does this one say, John? Oh, well, this one is, we were at a football game, and there was a football coming in, and that's a picture of me, and grandpa's going in front of me to try to get it so we don't miss it, and I catch it right in front of grandpa, and I'm having so much fun. So you can tell stories. You see, stories are what cause our passion, our emotion to be supercharged. Let me give you an analogy of this. So if you think of your cell phone, and your cell phone, let's say, is going dead, what charges your cell phone? When you plug it in the wall. Well, or you plug it in the computer. When you choose to have a story, when you choose to envision things with your mind, what you can imagine seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, feeling, it starts to resonate with you and make you want that now. It just makes it here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C Morley, serial entrepreneur, a very happy, healthy, amazing, wonderful, safe, relaxing, enjoyable, grateful Thanksgiving for you and your entire family. And I hope that this Thanksgiving, you'll remember to do one thing: unplug from technology when you're with your family, unless you're calling another family member to wish them a Thanksgiving. Because let's face it, while you're at that dinner table, we owe it to the people around us to spend time with them. You know, we want to have a good time. And you might say, well, gee, I want to just talk to my friend. Well, your friend's going to be there later. So worry about calling your friend after Thanksgiving dinner. But spend time with your family, your friends, aunts, uncles, cousins, the people that are sitting at your Thanksgiving table, and become genuinely interested in the people, even though it might be your dad, even though it might be your aunt, your uncle, your grandfather. Get interested in their stories. Why? Because it's going to make them feel good and you're going to feel good. And it's just going to create an amazing day. So I hope this is a fantastic, best Thanksgiving ever. Definitely check out my latest article, ladies and gentlemen, that just published about a couple hours ago. I will give you the title. If you go to believemeachieve.com and you go to John C. Morley's latest articles, you will see my latest article that just published a few hours ago, and it's entitled Unlocking Technology to Make Your Thanksgiving Outstanding. And I talk about everything from how Thanksgiving started, how the first Macy's Day Parade started in 1921, ladies and gentlemen. It started with just 10 or 15 people, and it started because of the people from Macy's that were immigrants from Europe, and they want to celebrate like they did in their own country. And they wanted to do something, and it just took off. Now, there's close to 8,000 people in the parade. 5,000 are volunteers and 3,000 are paid. So definitely read that. Create some great memories tomorrow. Watch the Macy's Day Parade. Why not stick around for the National Dog Show if you want? But make tomorrow a memorable day where there'll be times that you can, recall back on anytime you want and feel good that you had an amazing Thanksgiving. See, that's what our holidays are for. They're for us to connect with our family and for us to experience gratitude. Have yourself a fantastic, amazing night, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? I'm actually going to catch you guys, when? I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow on Thanksgiving Day. So I hope that you guys do have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right? Be well, everyone.